Log 5, 8 April, 1000 hours. Damned McCoy decided it was for my own good to take a nap. I tried to hit the sack before heading out yesterday, and then he doped me. We had a long discussion that this is a military op first and an egghead exploratory last. So, after much debate, I informed him that I'd slit his throat in his sleep if he tried it again. I'm pretty sure he got the message. On a better note, however, McCoy says that Sarah is engaging in adult conversation. Well, mostly. Sarah goes from her usual self to a kid to catatonic at the drop of a cover. Apparently, yesterday, while I was napping, she spoke for almost 10 minutes with McCoy, who was supposed to be on guard duty. But I guess her welfare is somewhat important. She was unable to articulate exactly what happened to her in the last trap room, the one that we dubbed the pleasure room. Nor was she able to explain how she got out under her own power. Then she insisted on having her nappy in someone called Elephant. McCoy was unable to articulate anything more from her. He says that something did happen to her psyche, and as a result, she is retreating to a safe moment in her mind, or some other psychobabble that doesn't mean a damn thing other than she's batshit nuts. Well, now as to the room, redacted on it and got nothing. The Echo says either it's an inch square or parsecs deep. This may seem like faulty equipment, but I can tell you for certain that when our crew stepped in, it wasn't even a dozen feet across, and it took us over an hour and a half to make it. Sarah seemed to be stuck in place some 2 feet from the door. Jones says it must have been some kind of redacted field or wave. And back to old Doc Jones. He thinks he's got something, he reported to me. He's all giddy about it as a schoolgirl. He grabbed Bright and the two of them were kibitzing as old women trailing on and off. If you think Sarah's bad, these two couldn't even form a cogent thought long enough to fart over it. The gist of what they're saying, as near as I could hammer out, was that they've got themselves some kind of magic 8-ball. It's some kind of universal language that Bright's all giddy about. It has something to do with elemental prime numbers, or prime numbers and elements. I just don't have a damn clue what they're yammering on about. Apparently, they think they can figure out how to shut down the traps on the way here and rewrite all the books. I duly informed them that shutting down the traps is more important than anything, and they told me redacted, and that redacted. And then they pranced off just shy of holding hands, skipping as they went back to their little sphere. McCoy won't come with me. He says he needs to watch over Sarah. The dreams told me he wouldn't. But when he sees what I know is going to be a source of food and water, he'll be sorry he missed out. But he'll go on the next run. I'm going to make sure of it. For now, I've got him watching for anything other than birds, bugs, and rats. I also have him feeding and watering the Bopsy twins, and seeing if Sarah stops wanting to take a nap while sucking her thumb. I also set up redacted. Got the message that the other team is coming over on the Maggie. The dreams told me before you did, but it's good to have the confirmation. I'll probably meet up with them when I get back. 3 of them at least. That's what I saw in the dreams. Also, if you think I'm going to let Redacted take my place, I can tell you for sure that the dreams have other plans. Remember, we still have surveillance in place in the Redacted room, and I will know if you send someone. I will also know what you send. Well, I'm off to the PX that the dreams told me about, but I assure you, I shall be back before they arrive. Redacted.